First we are going to be heating the milk to a lukewarm temperature. It's 3/4 a cup. Next we are going to be adding active dry yeast, and we are going to be adding 2 teaspoons of this active dry yeast. This is DCL brand. We will be just putting it in the lukewarm milk. Now we are going to add 1 tablespoon sugar to it. Next we are going to mix all the ingredients and mix it well in that lukewarm milk. Then we will allow it to cover and rest for 10 to 15 minutes. Meanwhile, we will proceed to make the dough. For this recipe, instead of maida, we are going to be using a healthy option, this Tesco strong brown flour for bread and pizza bases. We will be now pouring in. You can use any of your preference, but we are going ahead with this one. So now we will be pouring in 2 cups of this flour into the bowl. Now we have taken around 500 ml of this flour. I have used Tesco strong brown flour, which is like specially for breads and pizza bases, but you can use any, or you can use maida. I just want to prepare a healthy option, so I'm going with this one. This is a 500 ml. You can use the same cup that you use for measuring the milk, so it'll help you to take proper quantity. Now we are going to be pouring in around 2 tablespoons of milk powder to this flour. Next, I've added salt to this mixture. So all the 3 ingredients are 500 ml flour, 2 tablespoons milk powder and 1 teaspoon salt. Meanwhile, we are checking this milk and yeast mixture. As you can see, it is bubbled up and it's frothy. If this does not happen, means either your milk is hot or cold, or your yeast is older one, inactive or expired. If this step doesn't occur properly, that means the rest of the steps will also not happen properly. So you have to make sure this bubbly mixture comes up. We will now go ahead to make the dough. We can mix it with hand or use any machine for it. Next, after mixing the ingredients, we are going to be making a well in the dough, and we are going to add this bubbly frothy mixture to the dough. We are still kneading the dough. It will be a sticky mixture, but do not bother. You need to add around 1/4 cup of water or as needed to make a nice sticky fluffy dough. The dough or this mixture will be a bit sticky, but please do not add further flour to it because it will spoil up the measurement. So hence stick to that only. I will show you what needs to be done later on. If the dough that you have made is not sticky, you need to add more water. It has to be a little sticky and messy so that it will rise up. So do not worry about it. Once you reach this stage where it's sticky enough and it's come a bit together, we are going to be adding 2 tablespoons of butter. It's very important that it is at room temperature to knead it well. The butter has to be soft and not a hard butter. Then only you can knead it well inside and mix this dough well enough. I have got it on my platform because it gives a good larger area to knead it. So we keep kneading it, taking off with a metal scraper, kneading it, taking off with a metal scraper until it becomes a nice, good, soft dough. Keep spreading the dough over a large area and then getting it back together by pressing. And see now how we got together. Again spread it. and get it back together. That's how it will become nice and fluffy, and you can already see the net that is forming. That means you're going right and going good. The dough is nice and smooth now. It's ready to be put in a greased bowl. You put it here, and you can cover it with either a wet cloth or a cling film. I prefer a cling film so that I can check the improvement on it and allow it to rise for 1 hour. After an hour, as you can see, the dough is almost double. Wow, it looks amazing, and you can see the net here, the pores here. It has risen so well. Now we are going to deflate it. And then make small balls of it. We are cutting the dough, and then we'll be making small balls. But of course, since we want the buns or the pound to be a bigger size, we'll be making a big roll out of it. So this is how we're going to make the balls. So first spread it, press it, and then roll over, and then keep making small circular movements. You have to, of course, be pressed hard, and there should be a small hole below it. You see here, like this, you should have a small hole below the bun. Now like this, we are going to make so many other rolls. Now we have made these balls and placed it on a greased pan, and we are going to be covering it with a cling film. And again, we are going to put it to rise for half an hour to 1 hour, and we have to put it close to each other. We'll be observing after half an hour, and then we're putting it to 1 hour. We put it closely so that it comes like a nice Indian bread pav feeling, close to each other. So there are 6 of them that I want to keep it here, and we again put it in a warm place. As you can see, the rolls or the buns have risen, and now we will gently brush them with milk. Be careful not to apply any pressure, and we will do this on all the buns so they will be brown on the top. You need to preheat the oven at around 200 degrees for 5 minutes. Place it in the preheated oven, and we are going to allow it to bake for 10 minutes at 200 degrees. We'll also check after it is done if it is brown enough, or else we'll put it for baking again. Buns are ready finally. Yay, they look so cool and perfectly baked. Here they are finally. Whole wheat buns or pav are ready to relish and enjoy. Let these buns rest for good 10 to 15 minutes, and after they are cool, you can have them. You can also check how they are. They are nice, soft and fluffy. Yum! Can't wait to enjoy these. I hope you enjoyed this recipe, and we'll be coming up with some more. Any suggestions as to what we should make? Do let us know in the comments below. Till next time, bye bye.